What's up, Latrice? Shout out to you. What's up? What's good? What's good? I'm hoping God is good all the time. Shout out to Latrice and Wilt just came in. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hope y'all enjoying y'all weekend.
Man, I was like in and out, like, damn, what bro doing? You feel me? Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up? I see Will.
We got
God is good. What's going
we
on? What's
got
going on,
Latrice.
bro?
We got Latrice.
Oh, Latrice, what's up, Queen? I don't see you, but okay, that what's up.
Yeah, back in the number one spot. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
who's number one?
Latrice number one today.
Okay, that what's
Hey,
up.
let's
That
do
what's
let's do
up.
what we gotta do. One,
You ready?
two, three.
Three. The
The
queen
queen of
of
the
the
stream.
stream. That
Yes,
what's up.
sir.
That
Yes,
what's
sir. Yes,
up.
sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
What's up? What's up? Happy Saturday, what night? You feel me? That what's up. I'm glad my
Man,
people is in. You know what I'm saying?
so much stuff going on in the world, man. It's
Yeah.
hard to keep track.
I got CNN behind me plugged. I got CNN plugged in behind me. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
right. Yeah, you
but
got so much stuff going on.
I just want to tell my people, only King we must serve and pray to and have faith to is God. That's it.
There you go. There you go.
Nobody else.
Yeah, man. There's
Fuck
only
that.
one king, and that
It's
king is
God.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Our Lord and Savior. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So don't never doubt that. Don't forget that.
I got to talk about the killings, the unfortunate killings in Minnesota. We got the
Oh
No
yeah.
Kings protest. We got the military parade that's going on. There's so
Yeah.
much got Iran versus Israel right now.
Mhm.
People say we might be headed towards World War III,
We hope
and
not.
I hope not either.
Yeah.
I hope not either. Have to pray because this world is becoming
It
ridiculous.
is. It
Yeah,
is. It's
so much
crazy.
stuff
It's
going on.
crazy. Too much evil. Too much
So much
evil.
stuff going on in the
Too much
world right
evil. I
now.
mean, I mean,
It's hard to
if
keep
you
up with
ain't,
everything.
yeah, if you ain't prayed up now, you better go ahead and do it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because you don't
yeah,
know. You don't know. All I
right.
can say is God is
Dark,
good.
what's good with you, Dark? What's good with you?
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up,
Hey,
Dark? I see you.
I got a
What's up?
picture
What's
of
up?
I got a picture that I saw on social media, and it appears to be an alien, and it looks like a real old picture of an alien. And I Miss Notch is here.
Hey,
The
what's up, baby? What's up?
Georgia
What's up?
Creole.
What's up? Whoop whoop.
Appreciate
Hey,
you very much. Yeah, it
that's what I'm
is.
talking about.
It
You
is.
ready?
And I got footage to show.
There's a
Y'all
lot of
been
stuff.
seeing the
Yeah,
footage
yeah,
circulating online about that military parade? I mean,
yeah.
I'm not against. Yeah, you're right, Latrice. You're right.
They did. Yeah.
Let's do Miss Notch.
You ready?
One, two,
Two,
three.
three. All
All
hail
hail to the
to the
queen.
queen. So yeah, both of them is. That what's up.
No,
Appreciate
we
y'all
don't.
coming in,
No,
showing love. You
dark,
feel me?
dark, dark. The No Kings protest has been largely peaceful. Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, ain't nobody burning buildings down and nobody's cutting up. I mean, I would say this probably would be the largest uh,
Mm-hmm.
protest against any president
Yeah.
I've ever seen. I've
Yeah.
never seen this many people. I mean, we had a massive protest in my city,
Mm-hmm.
and it was peaceful. No, well, I've been looking at the footage online, and no, they're
No,
not
there
really
is.
burning
He
anything
right. I
down.
think they picking at him. The officers is
They're
picking
not
at him. They
really burning.
starting. He right. They
I
starting.
don't.
They starting it right now.
They're not
They
really
doing
burning
LA.
anything down, or
They
they just
picking.
talking. The protest has been
It
largely
is
vilified.
peaceful. But listen, it's peaceful, but you got them got the police out there, out there picking, starting with them. Just the star shit. You see what I'm saying? Dark right. Right now.
Yeah, but
At
no,
first
but
I
no,
like, what is that? So
but
this
but
LA.
still though, no, but still though, they have largely been overwhelmingly
Yeah,
peaceful.
and that's a good
I
thing.
mean, what they're doing, they're blocking the freeways in LA, and they're
Okay.
just trying to get them out of the way. So they're not
And
attacking
they ain't
anybody.
hearing it, D.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah, I'm
hearing it.
just saying.
They mad. They don't want
Yeah,
them to tell them shit. You
dark.
right.
Maybe I'm missing it, but I have not seen really any real violence. I
Well
have not.
now,
I
but
have
you
not.
said they
No,
moved
no.
them off the
No,
streets.
even in LA, they're just using tear gas, just get them out the freeway. just to
But see,
move.
they egging it up though when they do some shit like that. They pissing them off.
No.
All right.
No, I don't see cars on
I
fire.
pray to be peaceful.
Right now,
I pray to be peaceful.
At least
you know what I'm saying?
Right now, I don't.
But I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get
I don't
started.
want my good people to get hurt.
Content.
I want my good people to get hurt.
Since we already kind of talking, let me go ahead and get started. For God so greatly loved and dearly prized the world that He even gave up His only begotten unique Son, so that whoever believes in, trusts in, clings to, relies on Him shall not perish, come to be lost, have eternal, everlasting life.
There you go.
I thank God.
I can't say this to most people. That's right. God is good. I can't say this to most people.
God loves you more in any moment.
That's right. That's right.
In a lifetime.
That's right. Call them out. I'm telling you now, I can't say this to most people because a lot of people have different belief. You know what I'm saying? But I know my belief. And then yours, you know your belief. Patrice, I can't put this my belief on her belief on your belief. You know, we have different belief, but I know I believe in God.
Absolutely.
Always will. And to the end. Which it will never be no end.
Well, let's go ahead and get started, man. Let's talk about the military parade that's happening right now. I've been watching on TV. Look, I'm not against. Let's make it clear. Nobody's against. Thank you, Ms. Notch. Nobody's against them showing love to our military. Nobody's against that at all. It's just a price tag associated with it, and you know, especially during a time when they're making cuts to veteran benefits. So many people about these medical benefits. That money could be better served somewhere else. And I think that's what people are not liking about this whole thing because, people know America's a big dog in the world. They know that. We don't have to show military might. They know we number one. Not to brag. They know America is number one in the world. We don't have to show. We don't have to be like North Korea and Russia, show military tanks and shit like that. We are the big dogs. Everybody knows that. It's just the price tag associated with it when they finna cut a lot of people benefits and veterans. A lot of veterans are gonna lose. What they're against, I think the main thing they're against is the price tag, not the fact that we love our military. Republicans try to turn it into, well, they're just anti-military, they hate the military. No, it's that price tag. It went from $45 to $80 million. And people are saying that's a waste. And Dark, I'm not saying it. It's a lot of Republicans saying it's a lot of waste of money. If you don't, hey, listen to this. Fair use YouTube, fair use YouTube, fair use.
Never been a big fan of goose-stepping soldiers in big tanks and missiles rolling down the street. So if you ask me, I wouldn't have done it. I'm not sure what the actual expense of it is, but I'm not really, we were always different than, the images you saw of the Soviet Union and North Korea. We were proud not to be that. And I'm not proposing that that's the image people want to project, but I'm worried about the image, that it isn't necessarily the best image to show.
So it's not, Trump saw all those dictators doing that to show force people, so he wanted to do the same. Yeah. So,
that's it. Yeah.
It's Republicans too that are against this whole thing. I mean, look, a lot of them didn't even show up to it. A lot of them skipped it. They're not even coming to the parade. So it's the price tag, which is a waste. People are saying it's a waste of money.
It is.
And then it is. Fair use YouTube, fair use. This is footage coming from the military. It don't seem like a lot of people came to the parade. But again, it's not that people are against the military. It's just people are against that price tag. It's so expensive.
Well, like you said, if like you said, they want to have that cake eat it too. So you can do all this to show out Trump. That's all about Trump. See what I'm saying? So damn that. Leave people shit alone. Leave people benefits alone. Okay, you can take the money and do whatever you want, but yeah, you want to cut other people off that struggling, that barely making it. You see what I'm talking about? That's wrong. That's what people pissed off
that's
about.
what people are mad about. Is that price tag?
Yeah,
associated with it. Matter of fact, a lot of military. I mean, I've seen military members come out and say they appreciate it. I also seen some veterans say it's a waste of money. It could have went towards other things, you know. And I think that's largely where the controversy is. It's the price tag associated with it. But I know I love my military. We need our military. I got nothing but love and respect for the sacrifice.
That's right.
And you know, it is what it is. I mean, but I mean, it could have been the money could have been spent better served somewhere else. You know, I do want to send my condolences out to these Democrats that lost their lives in Minnesota this morning.
That was sad.
You know, it's sad.
It didn't make no sense at all,
here. I don't know. Let me see. Let me minimize it.
Where I'm from?
Like
where me and Latrice from? Me and Latrice from back there. That's our hometown.
No, it's Minnesota.
Well, what Dark talking about? Oh, he talking about that?
Oh no, he want to know what planet behind my head.
Yeah, me and Latrice planet. You know.
Oh, you talking about Saturn?
Planet you don't know, you don't want to know. Chill out, Dark. Oh.
But yeah, man. R.I.P. to this. What's her name? Her and her husband were killed this morning. Nubaru. It looked like Saturday to me. That job was a disgrace to our military and veterans. Yeah. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. You know, I was going to. Nobody really knows what happened, but you know, I ain't gonna lie. When I saw this morning, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was going to blame Trump for this, but we don't know the full details of what his motivation was. But we know he was targeting Democrats. Now, as far as I know, I think he was a Democrat. Or I don't know if he is currently a Democrat. I know he did security for Tim Walz. So people online are saying he's a Democrat. I don't know. That's right, Bear. We still have family there. Our cousins still live on the planet.
You better tell it. Yeah. What's up?
I know people on Republican websites are saying point a finger at Democrats. They're saying the guy's a Democrat. I don't know if he's a Democrat or not. He may still be a Democrat or he may not be a Democrat. I don't know. I don't know.
See, I'm glad you said that though, because other people, they just talk whatever come across the mind, but you just not gonna talk, you know, just say anything, you know, put anything out here. Like you said, get to the full story. Get to the full story before you can come out and you know what I'm saying, break it down.
Look, as far as I can see right now, it doesn't appear to be has anything to do with Trump. So
we don't know. Ain't nobody saying anything. We don't know. Ain't nobody saying anything, but you're not gonna speak on it. You're not gonna speak on it.
He did come out and at least condemn it, you know, even though I don't know if it's sincere because he put out so much hate towards Democrats. But he did come out and condemn it. I'm not going to point the finger at anybody or any party. I know people already blame the Democrats, says Democrats' fault, but I'm not going to blame Trump or anybody until I get more evidence.
Yes, that's it.
This guy's still on the loose. They still looking.
But I believe they're gonna find him dead. He's gonna kill himself. Yeah, he's gonna kill himself. He's gonna take himself out.
But what is known is that he targeted Democrats. All right,
that's weird.
He was a Democrat. Now he could have switched parties. We don't know that. We got to wait until we get more information before I understand a full picture. But what comment? What was it? What was it, Dark? And so, yeah, I guess we just got to see what happened. But I know when they tried to kill Trump, though, Trump and Republicans came out right off the bat before they found out what was going on, blamed Democrats for it.
Sure did.
They had no evidence.
Sure did.
Right out and said Democrats' fault.
And it wasn't even true.
Now,
it wasn't even true.
I have yet to see Democrats blame Trump for anything.
No.
All I've heard them say is we need to turn down the rhetoric.
That's it.
You know,
That's it.
Statement saying we need to tone down, you know, violence, you know, it's not necessary. He had no king signs in his vehicles. If you listen to the news, they said there was other lawmakers. Yeah. So okay. But Brian is here. Shout out to Brian. But we still don't know what the motive is. So I'm just gonna wait until
see
information. Because you remember the guy that tried to kill Trump was voted for Trump, but then donate money to Democrats too. But he was a registered Republican. So we just got to wait. They did say it appears to be politically motivated assassin. So more than likely, the suspect is not of the same party. I'm thinking, wow. I don't know.
Okay.
No, I never said, did I blame him? I said that I was going to blame him until I read and found out that he appears to be a Democrat. And I just said it appears that Trump is not to blame. It appears right now. I never said it's Trump's fault. Brian, calm down.
Listen,
I never said it's Trump's fault.
I just called this rat Trump, but let me tell this rat something. Look, first of all, come into the show and speak and ask everybody doing before you come in and accuse of shit.
Down.
What Derek said that he's not gonna accuse nobody for shit, and I ain't said one thing we're not gonna do. We just not gonna up on some just because we see some, hear some. Now he got to follow his own news and figure it out himself. Not go by he say, she say shit. Even though I don't like Trump, but let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. You luckily I like you because a lot of shit that you go along with Trump shit. So if you want to point out some shit that Trump is doing. He's sitting there trying to be a dictator. He's trying to be a king. He's trying to be above God. And you know that's a hell to the no. So you know that's wrong, Brian. You feel what I'm saying? No, we did not accuse Trump in this shit, but I'm accusing him on other shit.
Hold on, let me explain why.
And Trump ain't shit.
Hold on. Let me
explain. They come from AKA Bear.
Because I want to make it a point as to why I said that initially I thought it was him. Because I honestly feel, like I said, let me make it clear. I'm not blaming Trump for this. At least the evidence, the information that I have now does not reflect him being involved or even related to Trump. Making that clear now. So far, we're still waiting for more information to come out.
That's what you say.
At Trump, but the reason why I initially thought it was associated with him was because let me show you my receipts. That's why I
put it up. Put it up there.
Because let me. Hold on. Oh yeah, I seen that, Dark. I seen that. Yes. I saw that, Dark. I saw that.
Yeah, already. He ain't give no time even trying to drink a cup of water and coming in here and he trying to get blasted on real quick.
Let me explain to Brian why I feel the way I do.
That's why I call him a rat.
I honestly
you better tell it. You better tell him. You better tell him, baby. You better tell him.
Let me explain the reason why I automatically assume
that's it. That's it. That's it.
Let me show Brian my receipts.
See, he don't piss. See, rat. You don't piss the queen off already. Both of them.
Let me say this. I think, you have presidents that goes back and forth with the opposition party, but Trump is the first president I've seen, I believe, actually hate his opposition. I believe he hates the Democrats. I mean, you never heard a president talk about his opposition in a manner Trump has talked about his opposition. You never heard Bush do it, never heard Clinton do it, never heard Biden do it, never heard Obama do it. But Trump, he talks as if Democrats are the enemy. And see, that's somebody making our count go to zero. We know what you're doing, whoever's doing it. We know what you're doing.
Keep going.
Leave us alone.
Don't listen.
Nobody else go to zero but out.
I don't put the jinx on them, so don't worry about it. They're gonna have bad luck for forever. I don't put bad luck on them, so they keep doing it, they're gonna have bad luck forever.
Nobody counts go to zero but out.
I don't put bad luck. Whoever fucking with our shit, fucking up for no reason, you gonna have bad luck forever, motherfucker.
To get us to think nobody's watching by making that.
Keep going. Fuck that hater.
I'm done arguing with you people. This world sucks. Blame Trump. No, listen to what I'm saying. Stop being emotional when I talk about Trump. I'm giving you my receipts as to why I believe that Trump hates the opposition party. Number one, what is he? He's acting like a dictator, Brian.
He know he is. Brian know what he is. Brian know what he is. Brian know what he is.
Right.
That's right.
Well, let me show you. I mean, even with what's going on out there in California, all right? The reason why I believe he hates Democrats, because let me show you my receipts now. Is that he called for the arrest of Gavin Newsom. Now, what did Gavin Newsom, and even other Republicans said that Gavin Newsom need to be tarred and feathered. What did Gavin Newsom did for him to say he needs to be arrested? Trust me, I'm not emotional. I don't care about politics like you do. I focus on one thing, that's getting closer to Christ and leading other people to him. Yeah, but you keep attacking me for telling the truth about Trump, you know? But why is he calling for the arrest of a governor who has not broken the law? And the reason why he called for Gavin Newsom's arrest because he don't like him. Have y'all heard a president refer to a governor as scum? I mean, when Joe Biden was beefing with Greg Abbott, Joe Biden never threatened to put him in jail. I'm glad the judge ruled against him and made him. Well, it's on appeal now. Trump still has the control over the National Guard. There was a federal judge that came in and stopped it. So it's on appeal now. So Trump still has the power to control the National Guard. But the reason why I just feel this way, because even Tuberville said that Gavin needs to be arrested. I mean, Brian is not disturbed that a sitting United States president wants a governor arrested because he don't like him. I mean, I get it. You don't like Gavin Newsom, but why should he go to jail? What did he do? He didn't violate a law. And I've never seen a president call for the arrest of another governor because he didn't like him. Have y'all ever seen that before? I just said that, Brian. I just said that. But listen. And then he's lying on Gavin. He said that Gavin caused a lot of death in LA. As far as we know, nobody has died in LA.
No.
Nobody has died. So he's lying. Not only he want Gavin arrested, but he's lying on him too by saying that Gavin caused death, which he did not. All right. And the reason why I think he hates Democrats, right.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Tell him. You need to know.
Democrats is because, let me give you my receipts, is that when Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked with a hammer, Trump made fun of it. Who remembers that? When Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked, Trump made fun of it. All right? He put Obama's address on his website, and Obama had a guy show up with bombs and a gun. And he never even acknowledged that or even apologized for that. All right? He, on Memorial Day, he called Democrats scum. What president has ever talked in a way about the opposing party outside of Trump? Scum. He called Democrats scum. You say words like that about somebody unless you just hate them. You know?
Damn.
I mean, when Josh Shapiro, I got you, Doug. I got you. Who made not any politicians, no politicians as far as I know.
But D, let me say something to Brian.
Hold on, let me finish, then you can finish this.
Oh, go ahead.
When Josh Shapiro was almost assassinated, him and his family, Trump never sent any support or even mentioned Josh Shapiro. All right? He called Democrats the enemy from within. The enemy, an opposing party, the enemy from within. An opposing party. Have you ever seen a president speak this way about an opposing party? He denied FEMA funds to Democratic-led cities. He denied FEMA funds from Democratic-led cities. He considered his opposition the enemy. Who remembers when January 6th ran into the Capitol? People fail to mention that those rioters were looking for Democrats. They were looking for Democrats. Even Clyburn said,
"That's right. That's right.
Right, Latrice, right, right.
That's right. You better tell him."
Even James Clyburn said that you have to know, you have to work there or know your way around the Capitol to know where Democrats' offices were, and man, it's getting heated in here. It's getting heated up in here.
Keep going.
So yeah, those rioters was looking for Democrats. People fail to realize that when they ran up in the Capitol on January 6th, those rioters were looking for Democrats to take out. All right. You remember the guy that showed up in Nancy Pelosi's office? He was there to kill Nancy Pelosi. And don't forget, Trump pardoned them and thanked them and called them heroes for that. All right. Who remembers that outside the Capitol? They were peacefully protesting outside of the Capitol in his first term, and he tear gassed them. Man, it's getting heated between Notch, Latrice, and Brown up in here.
I knew it was going to happen.
You got Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I knew it was going to happen.
Called for Dems and Republicans to separate. And then the guy made light of Alex Padilla, the Democrat that was dragged out. This guy here, he was dragged out of the, this right here. Alex Padilla, where is that video clip? It is right. I know I put it on here. Where's that video clip? Here it is.
Guys, ready? And Bell, sir, hands up, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your hands off.
Now, I don't know about you, man. Fair use YouTube. I think that was completely unnecessary.
It was. That was evil. That was evil. That was evil.
Look, he was escorted. He was escorted in by the FBI. So they had to know who he was. They knew.
They knew it. They knew it. But let me say this to Brian. Brian, first of all, we like you, bro, as a brother. You know what I'm talking about? Despite this, you know, your feeling for Trump. It's on the real. Yeah. No joke.
Right.
Let me tell you something.
Right.
Don't come in here trying to paint Trump as a victim. He's not. You know who the victim? Latrice, Ms. Notch, Garrett, and the people out there protesting, including me. We victims of Trump's.
Right now.
You see what I'm saying? Right. And the shit's fucked up, Brian. So understand where they coming from. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why they pissed off, because what they see constantly. And you see it too. But you gonna believe what you want to believe, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you like the man. You's a Republican. That's okay. We told you. Ain't got no problem who you like. It's all about respect. You feel me? And so far, respect, you know, granted from you to us. We ain't got no problem with that. But when you feel some type of way because what Darius said, what Latrice Ms. Knott say, you know what I'm saying? And you tell myself they feel some type of way because you make your own decision. Like we ain't here trying to force you, you know what I'm saying, to go along with, you know, what Darius talking about. No, you make your own mind up. You smart, right? But at time, Brian, you stupid too, because the fact that you stupid on to that level with Trump. Trump ain't no good, bro. Trump ain't no good, Brian. Okay. I would never like the man. I would never like the man.
And then she started saying that he
always no harm on him. I would never like him. Okay.
Hold on. Let's talk. Hold on. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about what happened out in California, which led to them sending out the National Guard. Let's talk.
Nope.
Let's have a honest discussion about that.
But do you support the shit
Go ahead,
that
bro.
Trump done putting out and doing up in the White House?
I want to talk about the whole thing out in California about them sending out the National Guard and all that stuff. Let me pull this up. Okay. Now, I want to know, Brian, do you support them sending out the National Guard to LA?
That's right.
Do you support that, Brian?
See that?
Who is Trump? True.
Better tell
I
it.
agree with that, Latrice. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Better tell it.
But
You
do
better
y'all
tell it.
agree? I think it was an overreach. I think it was an overreaction by Trump to send out the National Guard. And people are forgetting that somebody made a great point, and I did not even realize this. Is that let me pull this up. Is that the reason why the people out there are so angry is because they're just snatching people.
See what I'm talking about?
Right now. They're snatching people off the streets right now.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, people are going to be emotional. Look, I am a compassionate person. And the fact that they're traumatizing these people, they're ripping them. I mean, they was attacked in federal buildings and federal agents asked for help. No. Yes, I support the Trump sending National Guard. We all slaves now except for the elites. Yeah, that's true. That's
Boy.
true. That's true.
Boy.
That's true.
Hey, look here. They got a right. They got a right to their opinion, their feelings. And just so Brian. So I mean, he walked in it. He walked in it. But he's a grown man. He can defend himself. And it's still all love. They ain't coming at him too hard like they just picking at him. No, they ain't picking at him. They tired of the bullshit. They tired of the bullshit. And Brian know it. He know he can't defend that shit. He can't defend that.
But my thing, I thought it was an overreaction. And I thought, Brian, that you had to get the governor's request before you send in the National Guard. That's where it used to be. When Biden was the president, the rules applied to him. I thought you had to wait until you asked for help. But Brian, whatever happened to getting permission from the governor?
That's right.
Before you send in the National Guard, Gavin Newsom did not request for help for them to send in the National Guard. Gavin Newsom said he had it under control. And Brian, you know I got to point out the double standards here. Let me point out double standards. All right. Here's Trump.
I promised 4 years ago at the Republican convention, I'm going to restore law and order.
And I have, except in Democrat-run cities. Look, we have laws. We have to go by the laws. We can't move in the National Guard. I can call insurrection, but there's no reason to ever do that. Even in a Portland case, we can't call in the National Guard unless we're requested by a governor.
See that?
Wow.
See that?
See what I'm talking about?
Brian,
D-U-Rough.
What's up, Double Oranges? What's good?
What's up, bro? I see you. D-U-Rough, that's a good one.
In the house. Brian,
see, that's what I'm talking about.
I promised 4 years ago at the Republican convention, I'm going to restore law and order.
And I have, except in Democrat-run cities. Look, we have laws. We have to go by the laws. We can't move in the National Guard. I can call insurrection, but there's no reason to ever do that. Even in a Portland case, we can't call in the National Guard unless we're requested by a governor.
See that?
See what I'm talking about? He talking about laws and he breaking them. So there's no laws for him, but laws for us. That's some bullshit. See what I'm talking about, Brian?
Right.
So you can't come in arguing with these beautiful ladies. Oh, they know they shit and they see some lot of bullshit going on. And you coming in here with that, Brian? Come on.
And then, bro,
pipe down, bro. Pipe down. You can't argue with that.
All right, so what you hear a lot of times from MAGA supporters is that their leaders are principled. They don't change their mind just because parties change and presidents come in and out. And for a great example of that, here's Kristi Noem from the 23rd of February, 2024 at CPAC.
I was alarmed recently to hear Democrats encouraging Biden to federalize the National Guard under Title X in order to take them away from the control of governors and take away my ability to be their commander-in-chief of the National Guard. I recognized immediately the danger in this threat.
Ooh, did you hear that? Kristi Noem was alarmed and recognized the danger in the possibility of Joe Biden using Title X to federalize her National Guard in South Dakota and removing her as the commander-in-chief of that force. And then here is Kristi Noem just 10 hours ago talking about how Donald Trump used Title X, that exact same thing she was talking about, to take away Gavin Newsom's power to control his own National Guard.
I'm incredibly proud of the president for activating the National Guard and for sending in these Marines, because these Marines are specifically trained to meet the need that we have on the ground in LA right now. That's
See that?
Wow. Wow. See what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm talking about?
See? That's why I try to tell him. That's why people pissed off with this shit. You can't make this shit up.
Yep.
You can't make this up. You can't make it up. It's just stupid. It's just crazy. See what I'm talking about?
Well, Brian, Gavin said he had under control. As a matter of fact, there were a lot of police officers on the ground that said, hey, it's not that big of a deal. We don't really have a lot of stuff going on in LA. It was the media kind of blowing it up.
Mm-hmm.
There really wasn't that much going on. Right, Trump.
Yep.
No, we're talking about right now, Brian. We're talking about what Trump said and what Kristi Noem both said. You have to get permission from the government. Are they lying or not? See, I guess now that Trump is in office, the rules don't apply to him.
That's what it is.
I feel like it was get people to stop talking about Epstein, because Trump still has not released those files.
Yeah, well, bro, I'm listening to this clown now,
and he wanted to change the narrative.
He live now.
Change the narrative.
This supposed to be King. This supposed to be King behind me talking now.
Yeah,
really.
Look, and Brian, if it was so bad, did you know that a lot of the troops
gonna slide?
Around not
gonna
doing
go to hell on ice.
Brian, a lot of the troops were standing around not doing anything.
Watch what I tell you.
Because there was nothing for them to do. There was literally nothing for them to do. Right. That was literally nothing for them to do. So if it was that bad in California, why are the troops just standing around not doing anything? Yes, he did have it was under control. It was under control, Brian. We're talking about. It was. You look at too much right-wing media. Yeah, but it's not anything that Gavin could not have handled. Yeah, there were a few people rowdy that was being rowdy and stuff like that. But he did not give Gavin the opportunity to straighten it out. Gavin did not need the help. Again, if he had requested for it, then that would have been different. But Gavin said he had it under control, bro. So you don't believe Gavin. You don't. Right.
That's right.
That was a totally different time and a totally different situation, Brian. You can't compare the two. It's like apple and oranges. It's a totally different time back then, bro.
He wants you to answer him, but he don't answer to you. He wants you to answer him, and you had answer to a lot of his questions. When you ask him a question, he don't say that. So how that work? How we can play? How we can play this type of game? You answer me, but I answer to you. No, we don't do that. We don't do that.
It was, but here's the thing, though. People ignoring what. Right, but was Trump and Kristi Noem lying, Brian? Dude, what were they lying, Brian? You talking about in the 60s, bro, when we had all this racial tension in the country? Different environment than what was going on out there in LA. We had stuff going on all over the countries in the 60s.
So
That's a totally different situation, Brian. You can't compare the two. It's not the same situation. Two totally different situations. But you're trying to use that to justify what Trump did and ignore what he said. You're trying to ignore what him and Kristi Noem both said when Biden was in office, to try to go way back to the 60s to justify what Trump did. I think it was just to distract from Jeffrey Epstein and the back and forth between him and Elon Musk. It was a distraction to stop talking about the Epstein files, and to stop talking about that big ugly bill that they're still trying to pass. Yes, you are. Why won't you acknowledge what Trump just said out of his own mouth and what Kristi Noem said? Why are you going skipping over Trump and Kristi Noem going way back to the 60s?
Call him out. Call that red out. Call him out, D. Call him out. Call him out.
And look, people point out this, all right, is that People talking about. Let me pull up these numbers here. I want to show y'all something.
D, he literally behind me speaking. Really? CNN
I
got
did
him
not
back
see
there
that.
talking.
Double oranges. Is he
You're,
speaking?
yeah.
Let me pull this up, okay? Because people brought the numbers out about these deportations, and I want to talk about these deportations, the way they're going about it, and that's what's inciting these so much anger in the streets now. It's the way they're going about it. They're literally snatching people up
for no reason.
For
no reason.
People. Okay, here is. Okay, here it is right here. Now, this right here says, damn, that's not it. Damn.
You better hurry up and get it now.
Up, bro.
They looking.
No,
Come on now.
This shit
So far, you good. Now don't fuck up.
I know, but I had this shit lined up. What the fuck is it? Because I really want to talk about this, what ignited all of this anger in the country. The root cause of it. Damn,
the man that's speaking now. The man that's speaking now.
No, I wanted to point
out. He's the root of all this shit.
Man, I know I put this shit on here. I got so much shit, man. It's ridiculous. I hope it didn't delete my shit because I definitely put it on here. I hope they ain't fucking with my shit, bro.
Just pass on. Go on to another topic.
I hope they ain't fucking with my shit.
Keep going. Don't worry about that. Come on.
Without numbers, because I know I added this shit this morning.
Just keep going. If you can't deal with this shit on here, this hating and all this back and forth, these motherfucking nobodies, just get off and go to another platform. You can leave this. If you can't handle this, the bullshit and scandal that going on, this bullshit, this trash ass YouTube, move on to another platform. You don't need to deal with this.
Bro.
Move on. Go somewhere else.
I'm going to have to come back to it.
Yeah, leave the shit alone. Move on.
Well, the point I was trying to make is that Obama and Biden deported more people than Trump did. You just flat out want me to agree with you on everything, and not like I'm not saying. No, I never said that.
Brian crazy. Move on. He knows what's up.
He's making a speech.
He's what's up. Keep going.
No,
he'll be all right. Don't worry about it. He knows the truth.
They never rotated. Well, people are pointing out that Obama deported way more people, and that was.
They saying happy birthday to this man, D. They saying happy birthday to this man.
Who's singing happy birthday to him?
The crowd back here. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Obama and Joe Biden deported way more people than Trump did. Yet there wasn't this kind of outrage because they wasn't going in hospitals and snatching. Have y'all been seeing some of these? Because it's shaped like a potato. Have y'all been seeing some of these videos? Are they just snatching people up? Like, look at it. I mean, it almost as if they're trying to. It's inhumane for one. The way they're doing this is inhumane, and it's traumatizing these people.
So it is.
For no reason at all. Let me show you some of the videos that's coming out.
You have a right to remain silent, okay? No puede, si no quiere decir nada, no diga nada, solo su nombre para nosotros. Can we have your guys' can I have your name and badge number? Name and badge number? By law, you guys are required to tell me. Both of you guys.
Why is she in here?
Back up. You can record. Stand back there.
Why do you have her?
No,
Because she has a warrant. She has a warrant for her arrest.
For what?
That's all you need to know.
For what?
For what?
For what?
That's all you need to know.
She has a warrant for her arrest for what?
860 JBY. Why? Why? What does she have a warrant for? Where are you guys taking her?
ICE is now removing undocumented foster children from their foster homes. Removing foster children from their foster homes for deportation. Y'all, I've been working in the foster care system for 28 years. I'm a former foster mom, and I adopted 4 children from foster care and fostered many others. And I have represented hundreds of children who are in foster care. And one thing, all...
And see...
Damn. Well, you rough today, D.
And see,
yeah, I gotta give it to you, bro. You on your shit today. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't believe her. How come Obama...
You doing your shit, bro. I like that.
How come Obama and Joe Biden deported way more people, but didn't have to resort to what we're seeing now? This is just terrorizing people. And it's exactly what Latrice said, is about the numbers. They're trying to fulfill a quota. Did you hear about a quota they're trying to fulfill? Let me show you this shit. They're trying to fulfill a quota, bro. They want to deport 3,000 people a day. 3,000 people a day. And that's why they have resorted to drastic measures, because they're not meeting their quota. They're not meeting their quota. And so
you better tell it.
And so they're falling way short of their quota. And so now they have gotten more desperate now to get more people out of here. And matter of fact, here it is, right? They did an article about it. It says, even Trump is starting to see the absurdity of Stephen Miller's deportation target. Now it says here that Trump wants to deport 1 million. Do I get sad when U.S. citizens are ready? What are you talking about? Trump trying to hit 1 million deportations before the year is out, I think. He's trying to get 1 million. And so far, he's only managed to get 40,000. Where's that number? Okay, right here.
Trying to compete with Obama. Trying to compete with Obama.
Right. Obama got out his first year, 238,000. Yeah, we didn't see this kind of traumatized under Obama. We didn't see this. So Biden and Obama deported. They don't talk about this, but Biden and Obama deported way more people. Trump so far is at 40,500. So he's
talking about it
with the numbers not being where it should. So now, right, Trump and oranges. And so now they're up in the ante. And you know who's behind this? This dude here, Stephen Miller, is pushing a lot of this. And Stephen Miller, and I don't understand why Black Republicans, Brian too, don't care about Stephen Miller being in Trump's cabinet when he is an open white supremacist. They don't care. They don't care. He's always on TV yelling too. And if you don't believe me that he's a white supremacist, the media is calling him a white supremacist.
And I believe it.
Right.
And I believe it.
But he still did way better. He still did way better. They're saying that the numbers Trump trying to reach, he can't do it. So now they're just snatching people up. All right. And a lot of this is motivated by, Stephen Miller is so racist. They refer to him as a white nationalist.
Damn.
And it's him that's kind of set these quota as far as the numbers they want to reach. All right. And that's why we're seeing people being snatched up. And you snatching people up, family members, fathers, daughters, husbands, just snatching them up like that. And you don't expect people to be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? And this dude is running this, and Brian don't care.
No, he don't. He more care about Latrice and Miss Knotts and you and him talking. You know, you hear what I'm saying? He more concerned about what y'all saying in here than, you know what I'm saying, looking at the real picture. Look, he see that. But he more mad with you because you speaking up on it. You know what I'm saying? It's something he should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Because
let me show
he's
you.
black.
Let me show you.
He's supposed to be a brother, right?
Hey, let me.
But yeah, he mad with it, bro.
Let me
because of bro speaking about this racism, the shit that goes on, that goes on, and he knew it, but yeah, he read along with it. He just shot, which is okay. He said happy birthday Trump. Did Brian that said it in here?
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm talking about? Brian full of shit. So don't even listen. Don't even go back and forth with him. He know the truth. Brian just gonna feel what he want to feel. Trump go out here and murder somebody. He already said they still gonna love him. Brian see the bullshit and he just he looking the other way. So it no Brian shit. And they keep talking. Keep talking. Because Brian gone.
Brian.
He's gone.
How can you make that statement when the guy
he's gone, D?
When the guy you voted for disrespect the law every day?
Yeah, move on. He's wasting your time with him.
Let me address this. How can you make that Trump and the Republican Party is in no position to talk about enforcing the laws when they let out the January 6th riots?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You cannot say that. You can't have it's a double standards, bro.
It's right.
Right. It's a double standard. How many laws Trump has broken, and yet you went out and voted for him? He stole classified documents. He tried to overthrow the government. He pardoned the lawbreakers and thanked them for breaking the law.
Yeah.
He's breaking the law all the time.
Too. So get on out of here.
What are you talking about?
What you
enforcing the law.
You know that wrong with that man doing in that White House. You know that wrong with they snatching these people about out of their home, out of school, and all the other shit for no reason. And you sitting here trying to
let me play this video. This is the man. Bro. This is the man that's in Trump's family that's influencing Trump.
But listen, we still got love for you, bro. But
listen to this.
Sad.
Listen to this.
When did racism against white people become okay? Joe Biden put white people last in line for COVID relief funds. Kamala Harris said disaster aid should go to non-white citizens first. Liberal politicians block access to medicine based on skin color. Progressive corporations, airlines, universities all openly discriminate against white Americans. Racism is always wrong. The left's anti-white bigotry must stop. We are all entitled to equal treatment under law.
America First Legal is leading the charge against racism targeting white straight men in America. Woke corporations around the country want to penalize their fellow citizens simply because they do not fulfill the illegal quotas of diversity, equity, and inclusion. We are filing lawsuits against some of America's largest corporations like Mark Zuckerberg's Meta, Progressive Insurance, Amazon, and universities like NYU for this alleged discrimination against white men in America. We're also filing hard-hitting federal civil rights complaints against brands like Anheuser-Busch, Macy's, MLB, American Airlines, and Kellogg's for apparently offering career advancement opportunities that exclude white, straight men. If you're tired of this rank left-wing bigotry and you believe that the best candidate for the job legal, a charitable foundation dedicated to defending your rights in court. I am here today with an urgent message. America's biggest corporations and universities are illegally discriminating against Americans based on race and sex. These corporations and universities have adopted so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies that punish Americans for being white, Asian, or male. If you or a loved one were denied a job, raise, promote.
So you see what I'm talking about?
You know what? You the shit today. You trying to piss me off from you're losing your channel. But let me tell you this. I'm gonna shout this out to all my black people. I want y'all to understand that. What's up, Matt? What's up? I was wondering where you were.
Good point, man.
I thought you was out there in LA marching with the people, dog. I'm gonna call you out at the end of the show. You know, Matt probably be out there marching. But what's up, bro? I see you. But listen here, all my black people side Brian. Stand up. Time to rise up, my black people.
Yeah,
time to rise up.
This is
because
the guy. This is the
we
guy.
is about to be in some shit that literally trying to take us back. We're not going back. We're moving forward. So all my black people, stand up.
But this is the guy. This is the guy.
And fight for your rights.
This is the guy that is
fight for your people.
Oh, okay, man. Hey, man. Matt, hold on. Matt is literally out there in California.
Yeah,
Matt,
he's there in the midst of it.
Hold on. Just like Brian told me when the tornadoes hit Missouri, that I couldn't tell him because he's in Missouri, then Matt can tell us kind of what's going on in California.
You know what I'm talking about?
Matt, I'm asking Matt. Matt is out there in California. Was there a need for Trump to send in a National Guard? Right, Latrice, right.
That's right.
Matt is out there in LA, and he's
right.
out there in California, and I think Matt knows, got a pretty good idea because he lives in the state. Was it necessary for them to send out the National Guard? I don't think it was. And again, I think it was all a distraction to get them to stop talking about Elon Musk and the whole Epstein stuff and that big ugly bill that's about to pass. It's just a big distraction. All right. But yeah, if you got a guy like Stephen Miller, and then Trump backing him up, you got a guy like this who feels.
America First Legal is leading the charge against racism, targeting white, straight men in America. Woke corporate.
But I want to do.
He's a nerd too. He's a scary nerd. He's a scary nerd. He's a scary nerd. That's what he is.
But
behind
he paint this picture.
People and talking shit. He's a scary nerd.
So bad in America that they're the ones that's been discriminated against and mistreated, and Trump backs this shit up. That's why you seeing all this diversity stuff being rolled back. He got an open white nationalist in his. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And black supporters, Trump, black Republicans.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
That's what he is. You're right. You're right.
If Joe Biden went out,
that's what he is.
If Joe Biden went out and got
Louis Farrakhan
and put him in his cabinet and actively,
it would have been all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose.
Joe Biden.
Oh no, hold on. And Obama had denounced Reverend Wright. Didn't denounce Louis Farrakhan because they thought that they were racist. There was nothing wrong with them. But yet you got a clown up in there with some clowns. Ain't nobody saying anything. Really?
Yeah. This guy's an open racist. I just showed you this guy's an open racist. He's the one that's behind all of these raids, these ICE raids. He's the one that's mad because the numbers aren't up.
So he gassing this shit up. So he the one gassing this shit up, right?
Right. Stephen Miller is.
That nerd, that ugly nerd right there doing it, right? Okay.
And Brian don't care.
Wow.
Right, man. Right.
There you go.
Right. Brian don't care about this. He don't care. A matter of fact, if you black and still rocking with Trump and this don't bother you, then I don't know what else is. This guy don't even like you. To the minorities, I mean, he wrote an op-ed trashing non-white people. He doesn't like black people or Hispanics or anybody that's not white. All right?
Wow.
And he is in Trump's cabinet. And Brian C. don't care.
Hey. Put me on full screen. Put me on full screen. Put me on full screen.
Okay, let me minimize this.
Brian, what you talking about your faith, bro? What you talking about your faith, bro? Cut that mess out with that about your faith. You must don't have that much faith in God because you believe in Trump. Now move me down, D.
Okay. So yeah, man. So yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. And now, I want to do this thing what I call buyer's remorse. It's a thing called, it's not funny, but it is funny. It's called buyer's remorse. And it seems like every week we see somebody. Mine is too, Brian. Mine is too. But we got this thing called buyer's remorse. All right. That's true. That is true. Legal immigrants are being caught up. You're right. And then you remember, Latrice, there was a lot of these immigrants that had legal status. Then Trump revoked it. He revoked their legal status. Now they're illegal, and now they're going after them. And these people are reporting to their immigration hearings and everything, and they're snatching them up and shipping them out. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm talking about, Latrice? a lot of these people had legal status that they got from Joe Biden. Trump reversed it, and now they're rounding these people up when they go to their immigration hearings. So that's jacked up. That's jacked up. Yeah, I heard that too, man. I heard the same thing. That's straight.
You better tell it. That's a good one.
Right.
Put that back up again. What she said? He's a straight. Oh, that's a good one.
But see,
I hate to say it, but you're right.
I got it before I get off. It's called buyer's remorse.
Wow.
All right. This is a common thing.
That's a good one.
All right.
Dang.
Now, we got
she
a new
put the
person.
sell out loud. She put it out there loud and proud to say
that's
that
right,
motherfucker sell.
That's right.
That ready to sell out. Damn.
Well, let me break this down. So we play this game called buyer's remorse. All right. Let's start off with Dave Portnoy, who said he had regretted voting for Trump over the tariffs because he lost $20 million. All right. We got Aiden Ross, who lost $10 million and was angry about that. And he expressed regret. All right. He is a Trump supporter. Got Azealia Banks saying that she regretted voting for Trump. All right. You got Cuban rapper El Funky, who voted for Trump. And he got deported. All right.
Wow.
This is a new thing that's happening now.
Wow.
Every week there's a new person. All right. Because I'm going to make my point. You got the leader of the co-founder of Latinos for Trump regretting supporting Trump. All right. You got Joe Rogan expressed regret about Trump. You got Joe Rogan. You got Ben Shapiro. And guess who the new person is this week? Guess who the new person is this week?
Oh.
Ryan Garcia.
Wow.
And that's true, Latrice. That is true. That is true. That is very true, Latrice. Ryan Garcia. And the only reason why, see, these people don't care.
That's it.
A lot of people don't care until it affects them. Ryan Garcia was a MAGA. He put out vote for Trump. All right. He was all down there shadow boxing for Trump and everything. And now that Hispanics are being deported, he's outraged by it. And now he's regretting. Right. So now Ryan Garcia is regretting voting for Trump. He said, I may have voted for Trump, but I can't stay silent about what's happening with ICE in LA. So these people, a lot of these people don't care until they are directly
to hit home. A lot of them don't care till it hit. Listen, a lot of them don't care till it hit home. And then now all of a sudden now you're in your feelings. But you should have thought of that shit when you went to that booth and put that motherfucker in there. Now you see, and that right there, he gonna apologize. He gonna be apologizing at the while. Give some time. That rat right there, that rat with that C at the end, he gonna regret. After a while, he gonna regret it. Watch this.
And I forgot
that rat with that C word at the end of his name.
And I forgot who else having buyer's remorse is no Elon Musk. Elon Musk is having buyer's remorse. Yeah. Right. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, he is. He is, Ms. Notch. He definitely is. Yep. So yeah, these people, and then this guy here, he's a Latinos for Trump. He's not the leader of it, but he's a Trump supporter, and he just got detained by ICE. So all these people that's backing Luis Valdez, all people that voted for Trump are effing around and finding out. And look,
good on. Nah.
And look, hey, was Kamala wrong about anything?
Hell no.
Was Kamala wrong about anything? Everything that's happening now, Kamala.
You know, what I can fault them for the Democrats not stepping up for the people. I can say that. You know what I'm saying? Now, we get everything not peach and cream with the Democrats. They something else. But I prefer them and her to be the president than this clown. You feel me? That's the only thing I have a problem with. They ain't step up for the people. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
it.
They don't have no power though. Let me play this clip right
He
quick.
does not want a military that is loyal to the United States Constitution. He wants a military that is loyal to him. He wants a military who will be loyal to him personally. One that will obey his orders even when he tells them to break the law or abandon their oath to the Constitution of the United States. In just the past week, Donald Trump has repeatedly called his fellow Americans the enemy from within, and even said that he would use the United States military to go after American citizens. And let's be clear about who he considers to be the enemy from within. Anyone who refuses to bend a knee or dares to criticize him would qualify, in his mind, as the enemy within, like judges, like journalists, like nonpartisan election officials. He said he will target and punish those who disagree with him or refuse to bend to his will. He calls these Americans the enemy within and says that he would use the American military to go after American citizens. Journalists whose stories he doesn't like. Nonpartisan election officials who refuse to cheat by finding a few extra votes for him. Judges who insist on following the law instead of following him. It is for reasons like these that General Mark Milley, the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Donald Trump's top general, has called Trump, and I quote, fascist to the core.
Let me ask you, we get into detail. That little speech alone, do you felt like a closeness, like everybody was together? There was no dividing everybody. Races, you know, you black, you over here, white over here, you Latinos over here, and all the others, in the Indian, every color was there in her speech. It felt like a family moment, you know what I'm saying, with different races. Now you got a clown in there. It's all about black on one end, white on the other. This is where we at. This is where we at. Until we figure out a way to get them out. Black on one end, white on the other.
And I want to change gears now.
Fucked up.
Isn't this guy here? I mean, it's unfortunate that we saw this.
I forgot Latinos on the other end, Indians on the other, but we all divided, dog.
Isn't this man right here?
Yeah, he's an angel. Damn.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Because I criticize him, I don't. You think because I criticize him that I hate him, I don't. But isn't this guy the luckiest man in the world? I mean, and he's going to be living with guilt, survivor's guilt for the rest of his life that his brother was literally on the other side of the plane.
He died, but he did.
Lone survivor. The lone 241 people died, and this guy was able to walk away.
Yeah.
Isn't that a miracle?
Yeah. An angel. As you know, God is good.
Everybody wants 11A now. Everybody want to see the 11A now. I mean, boy, wow. God spared this guy for a reason.
He did.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
It's truly a miracle. Now, do y'all want to see? There's an alien picture.
Truly a miracle, yeah.
There's an alien picture. Hold on, I want to talk about this before I get off. You know, have y'all heard that R. Kelly is saying somebody's trying to kill him?
Right now? Really? Wow.
Yeah, somebody's trying to kill. As a matter of fact, he said the prison hired a white supremacist to kill him.
Right now?
The guy confessed to him because he felt guilty about it.
Wow.
So
you better watch him then. Get him out that prison.
R. Kelly said that's the second guy that's confessed that he was ordered to kill him.
Really?
By the prison, the people that run the prison. Yeah. And look.
Damn.
That Epstein said the same thing. that somebody was trying to kill him
until they killed him.
He was killed. So this sounds almost identical.
No different. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. But it's just like Epstein all over again. Epstein was complaining about people trying to take him out. And now R. Kelly, man,
doing the same thing. I'm praying. I hope they don't. I hope they don't do nothing to R. Kelly. Real talk. But I think R. Kelly could have did better for himself. His career was taking off. Everybody loved his song. R. Kelly was the GOAT of all them R&B hits. But he fucked it up. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened, bro? What happened?
Do you want to see a ghost picture?
Yeah, hurry up.
There's a house.
That's the phone going dead.
There's a house online for sale. Here's pictures of it, and you can go view the house. You can go view these same pictures. Look at this. See that? See the house, right?
Yeah.
Look at the house. Like nice looking older home. See that?
Damn. Really? That for real?
Yeah.
That for real?
Yeah.
And they selling that?
Yeah, and the person that was taking the picture did not see that there when he took the picture. It only showed up after he developed, you know.
So what? So what? Someone died. So she must died in there then.
Yeah.
Damn.
I love being black, but I never take that.
I don't want that house. I'm good.
Myself, and now there's a group like you guys do in the chat. And then let me show y'all what this is. Do y'all think this real or fake? Look like you.
For real.
They look like you.
That's a good one. I'm finna go. Check this out. My people, that's a good one. My people.
Yeah,
I love y'all.
Some people,
you know what I'm
it's
saying? For the
real.
love. I don't want to hear all that. Put me up full stream.
It looks real to me.
That's real.
To me.
That's real.
That look like you at 11 years old.
That's a good one. Keep throwing that. Man, my cousin. You know what I'm saying? It's my cousin. It's all good. Told you I went from his planet. But listen, let me say this in a shout out.
It is.
Let me say a shout out, bitch.
The government, hold on, say this, you can take it over. The government, you just want to drink, but there's no bartender. The government could be leaking this out to us, but you know, because of AI, please don't put him on full screen. He don't want me to put you on full screen, bro.
Put me on full screen.
Oh my goodness. I believe this is a real picture here. I believe this is a real alien here.
I'm gonna put a pamper on, nigga. Get out of here. Put me on full screen. I'm gonna do this to piss him off, but he trying to piss us off.
Oh my goodness. Don't be too long, bro. Say what you gotta say.
Listen, I'm out. God is good. I'm glad my people came through. You know what I'm saying? It's all love from the bad to you, Dark. Thank you for coming. Always showing up, showing love. Appreciate that, bro. And Latrice, the queen of the stream and the snots, you know, getting that, they tearing this rat up. And he mad with me. Shout out to the rat. You know what I'm saying?
Peace out, Will.
Will, what's up? What's up? What's up? God is good. You know what I'm saying? Trump, yeah, him. Appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? For coming in. Hopefully see y'all tomorrow. We might come on tomorrow, might not.
I got you.
We might come on tomorrow, might not. But we don't come on tomorrow. Still I love see y'all next weekend, Lord willing. But appreciate it. Keep it gangster. Always put God first. Remember who the king. Remember who the king. God, Jesus. That's it. That's it. That's it. God is good. Put him first. Trust in him. I'm out, my people. Keep it gangster. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, y'all have a good night as well.
Out. Peace.
And we'll be back, Lord willing, tomorrow. Until then,
we might, D. We might. D, hold on.
There is no riot.
Hold up. We might.
There is no riot.
D, we might.
More likely we will, though. We will.
If not, we'll see him this weekend, Lord willing.
We'll be back. Lord
Peace.
Peace.